Yo. So Renekton is like a really tanky bruiser that has like an amazing laning phase. That's really what he's all about. His laning phase is so good because he has so much damage. He doesn't have a resource, and his ulti makes him naturally tanky. As soon as he hits level 6, he gets like a big health boost. Um, Going through his abilities, let's go to the client right here. Where's Renek? Oh, right here. No, I can't click him. Why? Oh, they show right there. Okay. So his passive is just like his whole fury thing. Explain how his fury works, and how it works is one auto attack gives you 5 fury. Also abilities can give you fury. So using your Q and it hits 5 people will give you 25 fury. Your W makes you attack twice when it's not furied. When you don't have 50 fury, your abilities do. It's a different version of your ability. Is this guy gonna go?
All will die.
Please tell me your AD. Okay, so the way it works is you have a fury bar, and when you get it to 50, basically all your abilities become empowered. It's just playing the passive, and they just do extra damage, and sometimes have different effects. For example, your Q, normally it does damage, and it heals you for 5% or 10%. I can't see the exact numbers. Oh, it's right here. And it heals you for 5% and 20% to champions. That's normally. When it's furied, when you have 50 fury, it's gonna consume that 50 fury, and it's gonna deal 50% additional damage, and the heal is gonna be 40% for champions and 10% for minions. Wait, is this outdated? Yeah, this is outdated. Pretty sure it's like 4 times more now. It says it's tripled. Interesting. Just click on him. Right here. Abilities. Swings his blade. Here it doesn't really show the damage, but you can get the general feel of the abilities. Also, your passive, when you're below 50%, you gain more fury, which is like 50% more, I believe, which is actually pretty useful. And you'll see when it comes into play, when you're low on life, you're getting more fury and you get more procs off. Your W is an auto attack modifier. It resets your auto attack, which means if you attack and then you use your W again, it's gonna instantly attack instead of waiting for the auto attack swing timer to go off again. So it's really good to do an attack and use your W, and then you get like 2 attacks in the time that it would take one. So it does damage and it stuns them for 0.75 seconds. And when you have 50 fury, it will consume that fury and it'll hit them 3 times, dealing more damage, and it'll stun them for double the time. Now keep in mind that when it's stunning them, there's like a whole animation, which means you're basically stunned too. Because during that animation, you can't do anything, which, it sucks, but that's the way that W works. It's a downside, but otherwise it's a really strong skill. And then your E, which is Slice and Dice, it's a dash. It's a somewhat small dash. Let's see who I'm going against. Sack or Rice. So, no, wait. I don't know who I'm going against, so I'll just itemize some R just in case. No, I'll go for armor. Let's see. Alright. So your E is a small dash, and when you actually go through an enemy, it'll activate another dash, which also does damage. Your first dash does damage. And if you have over 50 fury, your second dash can do extra damage, and on top, shred their armor. Like, it goes up to like 36% from like 22%, which is really strong. Reducing their armor by 36% is not a joke, and it can be AoE if they're bunching up, which a lot of Renektons don't take advantage of that, but it's really good for bringing down tanks. Sometimes you're better off, especially in endgame, you're better off using your second E to shred armor than for anything else. His ulti gives you extra HP, and meanwhile it does flat damage around you. And in a small AoE, it gives you 300 HP, and then it also generates rage for you. His ulti is amazing because you'll find that when you have your ulti on, you'll be getting empowered abilities all over the place, which is like pretty much your abilities are like twice as strong when they're empowered. So it's a really good thing. Like your ulti is really good for fights, especially for skirmishes. You'll be getting that rage, and over time you can bait people into bushes. They'll see you, they'll think you don't have 50 rage, but you have your ulti on, so you're generating rage, and then they're trying to check into that bush, and then boom, you have rage, and all of a sudden you're way stronger. So yeah, he kind of fulfills in the game. He kind of fulfills like a tanky DPS role, but lately people haven't been building him as DPS, just more tanky. When you're behind, you really need to build more tanky than DPS, but mostly, for the most part, people get one damage item like Brutalizer or Elder Lizard, or what other items can you get? No, that's about it. Those are like the two main damage items that people get. Well, some people get Hydra. Hydra can be okay, but I think it's too expensive. So you get one damage item, and then you just go straight tanky, and you really have the power to like bring down AD carries, to like do a lot of AoE damage, especially with your empowered Qs. You do a lot of AoE damage at the meanwhile healing and being incredibly tanky. For summoners, I run Ignite and Ghost. Ghost and Flash, they're just equally good when it comes to Renekton. I think it's up to preference. I like chasing AD carries down. So, what the f... They all have barrier? Okay. I like chasing AD carries down, so I like having that ghost so that I can't get guided. But some people like Flash, and Flash can be better in certain situations where you just want to flash in and stun the AD carry and get that stun off, and set something up for your team. But I really don't enjoy getting guided. Anyways, here at the beginning, just chill around here. Cover your entrances like always. You're going top lane, obviously. Renekton is not really good at mid lane. He's he's not too good going against ranged champions. I think I might be going against a ranged champion this game, so let's see what happens there. You got Kaylin over here, right in this bush.
Welcome the havoc.
This game, I'm gonna be going against Rice. I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be Rice. He's a range champion, but he doesn't have as much range as other AP carries. So I can take advantage of that if I close the gap nicely. Oh shit! Yeah, you have to help your jungler. Let's see. Basically, I'll be wanting to get up in his face and not let him get a lot of free poke off. You don't see a lot of Rice in top lane, but he's actually pretty decent at it. He's just not popularized yet. I imagine people are gonna start picking him up more now. You can collect some rage. You see, I use my Q to collect some rage here as I'm leeching. That way I go into lane with a full rage bar, which is cool. Anyways, I lost a little bit of HP. That's fine. And I didn't miss any CS, which can be really important, especially in top lane when it comes to cheesing. You don't want to get cheesed. You don't want them to hit level 2 and kill you in that gap. What did he start with? Cloth and 5. So he's not going to have as much damage as he could if he started Mana Crystal, which I think is a better starting build for him.
Who's next on the chopping block?
So for now, I'm just CSing. I reached level 2. I'm going in for some harass. I missed my Q. Your Q has very small range, if you can check it right here. See? When you use your ultimate, the range of your Qs increases though. So you can use that to catch people. Go in on him, get an auto attack, go in the bush to avoid more damage. Right now he dealt a lot of damage. See, that's that range advantage. My slice and dice was down, so... Okay, now I got rage. I'm gonna pop another pot. Make sure that I don't stay low on HP. I'm gonna go in and stun. Come on. Okay, well, oh, he barriered. I got his barrier down. Basically, what you want to do as Renekton is you want to slice in, you want to stun, you want to Q, and then you want to get out before they can respawn to that. Sometimes with certain champions, you know, they'll get some damage off, but the whole idea is that you'll get more damage off than they will. I got his barrier down, so that's really important, because now I'm not going to get baited. People don't usually run barrier in top lane, so it's something that I'm not used to. But he only has 600 HP. That's pretty low for a top laner. If you notice, I have 800, you know. So we're just gonna see what happens here. I'm pushing the lane. I kind of want to reset it. He's running low on mana, so I'm not that scared. He's throwing a lot of autos out. I really want to reset this lane. I want to bring it back to the middle of the lane. And that's where I will really have the advantage. I'll just slice in and get him. If I have my Rage W, which stuns him for 1.5 seconds, it'll do a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna let this lane push. We're gonna see what he does. He's gonna come up. I don't know why he's doing this. See there, I made a mistake. You gotta really watch your Rage bar. Right there, I sliced out. I was just using it for mobility, not the damage or anything. And I spent all my Rage. It was on accident. I really wasn't keeping track of it. So that's something, like, even though your resources Rage, you still gotta keep track of it, you know. It still matters a lot when you spend your Rage on the wrong thing. See here, I can go in with Slice, W, Q out, if I don't take tower hits for it. But I'm not confident that I won't be taking tower hits for this. So there. Have him CSing under the tower. He can have some difficulty with that. He has to start using mana. And I'll bring him low in mana. He's gonna recall. You see what I'm gonna do right here? I'm gonna push the wave. So if he does recall, he's gonna miss CS. See, but that's gonna made him not want to recall. Right there. And now I have him back in the lane with no mana. He really doesn't want to be in the lane right now. But I'm kind of forcing him to stay. And I'm gonna hit level 6. I'm gonna do the same thing again. And I do it like really obviously, like I'm just here doing it. I don't care if I'm spending my Rage. I have Elise right there waiting, so I know that I'm gonna get a kill if we dive him. She went early. You just tower dive him straight up, no problem. You can have that wave. So, since I'm going against a Rise, I could go for a Negatron Cloak. Just since you have enough base damage as Renekton, you can really afford to straight counter build your opponent. You know, like if you're really having trouble and they do physical damage, straight stun fire, that kind of thing. You'll still be able to brawl them because your base damage is really good. Like right now, I only have a Doran's Blade, 258 on a Fury W with a 1.5 second stun. This does 240 damage with 50 Fury. And then this, you know, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it gives you gap closers. And another thing with Renek is that you kind of want to get an auto attack in between everything. You auto attack, then you use your W. You auto attack, then you use your Q, like that. He uses ulti. I don't know if he thinks he can fight me. But he cannot. I'll just wait for cooldowns. And I can definitely kill him, even though my ghost is down. I know his barrier must be up.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm gonna save my Rage. I'm gonna have 100 Rage and I'm gonna be able to kill him easily. When you have 100 Rage, you can't really use abilities on creeps because it'll span 50 of your Rage. But it gives you such a huge amount of burst, as you can see right there.
Nothing will stop me.
I usually level my Q over everything right here. That's the skill order. You level your Q over everything. Then I level my E, and the reason is not for damage, it's for the cooldown reduction. It gives you a lot of mobility. Depending on how you're doing in the lane, you could level your W for some damage, but I really prefer leveling my E for the cooldown. It gives you so much more mobility in team fights. This guy's complaining about his jungler not coming. It's true, his jungler hasn't shown up, but I've kept him at a position where he almost can't do anything. Like, I've kept him at his tower, not being able to go aggro. When he can't go aggro, you know, like, there he tried going aggro, he still didn't win that trade. And I just knew that if I waited for my cooldowns, I would kill him again. Plus, the extra burst of HP can really, like, deceive people that are not used to going against Renekton. And look at this. I have 1300 HP, he has 900. That's a huge difference. With my ulti on, I have 1600 HP. Now, I'm gonna let him push so that I can get some harass off on him. It's fine if I miss some CS, it's just I really want to get the damage out on him. Just like that. I'm gonna have my ulti up soon, so I have more HP than it looks like. And I don't know what he's trying to juke me, but I'm gonna get him. Just like that. He got baited by my ulti basically. With Renekton, you're also really good at getting creeps in the jungle. He already got him, but so I guess I get to back for free. Could go make plays somewhere else, man. I'm just gonna lay down a deep ward. When you're at the second tower, you kind of want to get a deep ward so that you can make aggressive actions and know that the jungler's not there. It's kind of risky as far as jungler goes to split push, but if you ward right, it won't be a risk. So I just took this Wraith camp. Should I go mid? I'm gonna go mid with this guy and push it. You shouldn't be going bottom, I don't think, mate. I'm here to push your lane. Why are you not helping me? When Ryze is top. That's another bad thing about Ryze top. He really doesn't have a lot of pushing tower. He has to use his ult. And that's on a large cooldown.
An enemy has been slain.
So yeah, I had nothing to do. See here, I auto attack, I use my W, it resets the timer so I get 2 autos for 1.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And there it is. Got that tower. Instead of back into base, I decided to do something around the map. Ended up getting my team quite a bit of gold. Really. And now I'm back to my lane. It's getting pushed. And I get free farm. Like Renekton is really good at clearing waves even without your rage prog. See, that wasn't even a rage Q. I just used my E twice through it and then I Q it. And if it's a Q, if it's a rage Q, it'll almost one-shot the creep wave depending on what items you have. Usually you have 1 damage items, it'll one-shot the creep wave. Now, I have 1700 gold, that's quite a bit. So I'm gonna go push this lane and I'm gonna go back to base. You really don't want to get stuck with a lot of gold and not doing anything. I mean, with a lot of gold and running around the map instead of using that gold. It's like having an advantage and not using it. So I'm gonna go back to base right now. Even though I could probably kill this Ryze again. You know what? I am gonna wait for this Ryze to overextend. Which he will, because normally, you know, I would be going back to base right now.
Double kill.
So I'm just gonna go up to him with my ghost and just straight up run a train on him.
Rampage.
Nothing will stop me.
Just like that. Oh god. Well, he got me, but is he gonna kill me? Yeah. I saw him through the ward too, but he landed that slow and then I was done. I took a lot of tower damage just to kill a Ryze who's 0-4. I guess I should have done that. That's part of not having my items. Now I got them. So it's all G. What else should I get? I'm gonna get a Brutalizer. I want Spirit Visage because they have Rice, Lux, and Sack all doing magic damage. So that'll protect me from them, and then I can focus on getting some actual damage, which I'm gonna go for Brutalizer. I don't have to go for it yet. I can sell this because I'm not gonna build it into anything. Usually, if you start with Rejuve Bead, you can build it into Elder Lizard right here, or you can build it into what's the other one? Hydra. But I don't use Hydra or Tiamat a lot. There is an advantage to using Tiamat or Hydra though. You know the W animation that gets you stuck in it? It stops that animation, so it like basically unstuns you. When you W, you have an animation that it basically keeps you there, unable to do anything else other than using that stun. But Tiamat and Hydra cancel that animation. When you use it right after you stun, you use it. So it lets you get like one auto attack on top of the Tiamat prog, and it also lets you use other abilities. So it's really good for bursting. But I still think as an item for Renekton, as a purely damage item, it's too expensive. It's around the same cost of a Bloodthirster, which I wouldn't get anymore. It used to be a decent item to get, but not anymore. The builds have changed, Renekton has changed, the metagame has changed. So it's different now. I got hit by Lux. Lux is hanging around here. Trying to move around the map. Rice is pretty much feeding, so I need to make plays elsewhere, because all I'm doing by attacking Rice is getting no gold by stacking on my own bounty. Like, Sack got a bunch of gold from me because I went too deep for a Rice kill, which I shouldn't have. I'm gonna push this tower. Twitch gets back here. I'm gonna let it deny. See who shows up. I'm level 12, bitch. Please, team, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. I think Twitch was kind of waiting around. I can just show you how tanky I can be. Like, that was a lot of damage that I took from tower. 700. I honestly thought I had it though. I guess I didn't have an ignite, so it really wasn't that good of an idea. But sometimes you're able to pull that kind of shit off. You're really good at soloing AD carries. I'm not itemizing armor, so that's probably why I failed this time. But I'll be getting Infinity Edge. I mean, Sunfire Cape, which is a really good item on Renekton. You can go either for Sunfire Cape or Randuin's, but I like Sunfire Cape because it adds some damage. And usually you don't have that much damage, you just have one damage item. Which for me, it's going to be the Brutalizer, later upgraded into the Black Cleaver. That's only 50 damage, so the burn aura from Sunfire Cape is really, really cool. And it really, really helps in team fights. That's another reason I like to get Ghost, because it helps you with that burn. It helps you stay right next to people. Anyways, that shit was worth it, because Twitch got a kill out of it. I wish he would have been able to kill Caitlyn too, but he didn't manage, which sucks. Where's Rice? I haven't seen him in a while. There he is. He has no items. He has Ninja Tabai. He was forced to go armor, just to like be able to lane with me. It was also my bad when I dived. I ran into a trap. I thought I could avoid it that way, but I didn't. It was really bad. Don't run into traps on purpose. So I already pushed down a tower at top. He's not worth my time anymore. I just go around with my team making plays because I'm really good at team fighting right now. I'm really tanky and I do a lot of damage. And we can siege way better than they can defend siege. Whoa. Damn, that sucks. He took a lot of damage there. Okay. I think they're gonna go for it. Aww. My team took a lot of poke, so something's going wrong here. I dived too deep. I'm still not tanky enough to do that. I'm gonna need Mercury Dreads or Ninja Tabai. I feel like already with Spirit Visage, They do have quite a bit of CC, but already with Spirit Visage, I think I'll do fine. Okay, there we go. Twitch, pull the big place.
Ally has been slain.
Pull the big place. No, he's dead.
Ally has been slain.
Lavish brutality.
Top is getting pushed down heavy. Jace took too much poke there, and he wasn't able to go in.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Stop me.
It's also being a problem that I itemized for MR and their AD carry is doing really well right now, 5-2. Ours is doing well too though. I think we should have had that fight. Probably, like, was Twitch ulti down? No, it should have been up. Yeah, I don't know what happened that fight. It was kind of a mistake for me to engage like I did though. I could have simply sliced away, but I decided to go in when I was already at half HP. It wasn't smart. You gotta pick your engagement smartly. Anyways, I decided to go top because it was getting pushed. I don't want to give them a tower for free. I'm pushing it real quick, applying some pressure on them. He's getting the jungle camp. Lame. See, he got a kill there. So he's worth gold again. I stole his red right there. Hell yeah.
Lasses cannot escape me forever.
I ulted in case I had to chase. It's a short cooldown with as much cooldown reduction as I have, so it's not a big issue that I ulted and it wasn't used. I have money for Sunfire Cape, but for Giant's Belt, but I'm actually gonna get Ninja Tabai for the movement speed. And Cascade's auto attacks are fucking hurting me hard. Anyways, let's see. Jay's... Okay, we're all doing pretty well. We should be able to win team fights. That was just like super clutch, the fact that we didn't.
Lavish brutality.
I'm just gonna move over to top real quick. 34 CDR right now. CDR is really good on someone like Renekton who has no resources. Like, you can just use your slice to move around the map. Split pushing, farming the jungle, all in between.
Welcome the havoc.
Just gonna push this wave. Just keep applying pressure at top. And then move over to make plays. Apparently they want to come push top. That's fine with me. We need wards deep. Like, we need a ward right here. I'm gonna do it right there because I'm not face checking that brush. I'm just getting some harass out on him. I knew that I couldn't finish him off. It's definitely bait. But I have my team right here, so I'm not getting baited, bro. We're gonna siege this tower. We should. There's no reason not to. Rice had to back. Come on. Oh god.
Lasses cannot escape me forever.
It's gonna farm the jungle in between. Whoa, if that hit me, that could have been trouble. I'm gonna run away. I don't want to get focused. I'm coming in and out of the fight. Now I'm studying this bitch. Oh, I'm staying away from her. I don't want to get killed.
An enemy has been slain.
Using all my abilities real quickly before I get killed. Yeah,
Double kill.
I had to be slippery that one fight. I was really in trouble of dying real quick. The CDR helped a lot because I have a lot of slice and dices. And the ghost too. I was just slicing in and out, walking in and out. When I went on Caitlyn to disrupt her, to stop her from auto attacking my team, it was really great for my team because that stops her for 1.5 seconds. You know, she doesn't have any tenacity.
Your team has destroyed
So that's a lot of... Okay, whatever. The team wants to not get the inhibitor. So it's better to not get it, even though I think we should have, than to die getting it and then lose Baron. Now I really have Sunfire Cape, but I am thinking about it twice. What's Caitlyn have? Just an Infinity Edge. She really is doing most of the damage, but I'm gonna go for Sunfire Cape. Cause she has no lifesteal, so you know, maybe a Thornmail could have fucked her up majorly. But it's a big risk, cause then I could just take all magic damage and it ends up being useless. Thornmail's not that good of an item. She still have no lifesteal. She should have like 9% lifesteal, so she could kill herself killing me. You got a lot of armor options. You got Randuin's, you got Sunfire, you got Thornmail, but Thornmail is really situational. Like, I wouldn't get it unless it's a situation like this one, but since I didn't die in that fight, I'm not gonna consider Caitlyn that big of a threat. Like, it's the machine gun Rice that's really did a lot there. Team needs to not engage. Let me auto push top. There's an inhibitor open, so if this auto pushes and they send somebody, we'll get it, you know? They have to send somebody because otherwise their inhibitor will die to minions. I'm not sure if this is smart. Like I said, we should wait. I'm going balls deep. She got Lulu ulted.
You have slain an enemy.
Haha. Lulu ult is really annoying. Woo! You see, I just went in to tank everything because I had an opportunity to go on their AD carry. I pretty much got her to like 50% life by myself. So right now I'm sticking around because I have the Baron regen. So as long as I don't get engaged on, then I can do fine. See, put down a ward right there. See if they're trying to come over to me. Baron regen is really good. I don't remember the exact number. I don't know if it's 1.5 of your health every 5 seconds. But it really helps maintain your health up. Because I had 200 HP at the end of that fight. It was pretty clutch that I survived. But I went deep. I knew that even if I died that fight, I did what I was supposed to do. Sometimes as a tank, you're supposed to die. And this is solo queue, so you can't necessarily rely on your team. But if you did your shit, then, you know, there's nothing else you can do. You can't rely on your team to do the right thing sometimes, but just hope that they do. Just do what you're supposed to do and hope that your team follows up properly. Put a little trust in them, you know what I mean? And we got that inhibitor, we got Baron. We're 9 kills ahead. We're balling pretty hard right now. Next item I would get is Warden's Mail. I'd be building into a Randuin so I could tank even more. The only person I'm worried about is Caitlyn as far as damage. She still hasn't built any lifesteal. I am gonna get Thornmail just to fuck with her. Yeah, I'm getting a Thornmail. That's just like 2200 gold. I don't have that much gold, sadly. Oh, this is risky. I want this bottom farm. So I can finish my Thornmail by selling my Doran's Blade. Oh, you son of a bitch! Hold up. I can get this farm too. Alright, there. I got my Thornmail. Don't even have to sell my Dorans. So yeah, in a team fight, you're basically supposed to go deep. If you can avoid dying, avoid dying. But you want to zone the AD carry. That's really what you want to do. Well, AP carries are just as good, right? You just want to make them focus you, or just like get your rage stun off them. Because like 1.5 seconds of an AD carry not auto attacking can be a huge deal in a team fight. And when you're training them, when you're just going like hard after them and they're like, fuck, this Renekton's on me. And you have gap closers up the ass, like he's not gonna get away from you when you have ghosts and you have your slice and dice. You know, it doesn't matter what AD carry it is. They have to leave the fight. They're like, wow, I can't do anything. Renekton's training me. And that forces everybody else to use their CC or damage on you because you are messing up their biggest damage source. Like, look, here it goes. Nah, I'm not gonna go deep because there's no need to. We'll just wait for a creep wave. We already got Caitlyn pretty low. She has to heal. Oh, fuck. No! What's Lux got? Oh, she's got a Void Staff. That's what she's doing. Quite a bit of damage to me. Yeah, just let that push. Right now, you know, when you have an inhibitor down, just let that push, and then catch them when you outnumber them. That's how you apply base pressure. She's taking a lot of damage from, and I'm gonna kill her. I'm going deep. I died, but I killed their AD carry, so it was definitely worth. And I also got a lot of AoE damage off. See, at the end, mostly magic damage. Thornmail, not worth. Let's see, so what I can get is another this. Normally when laning against someone that does magic damage, I would get like a Hex Drinker instead of a Brutalizer. But I was doing really well against this guy, so I really didn't need it. Just decided to go more general purpose things. This gives me health, magic resist, and cooldown reduction, and increased healing. I'll take that over Hex Drinker. It's more useful in more aspects.
Has destroyed a turret.
So yeah, that concludes this. Just go Renekton. You dominate your lane because that's what you do. He's really good at laning. And then you transition into a tank slash bruiser that in team fights he just like specializes in zoning people. Like he can zone people really hard. Whoa, watch out, dude. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Blade of the Ruined King can actually be a pretty decent pickup too. Especially since it allows you to solo AD carry so easily. And with your W, it'll apply the 5% 3 times. So that's 15%. So it's pretty badass. But I don't get it too often.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. The enemy's inhibitor restores.
Oh god, why?
Dominating.
Please. Please. Oh. This is troll. Like, we've already won really hard. Finish Black Cleaver. I could have actually done that before. It's a really good item. You apply stacks with every ability. And with your W, when it's Fury, you apply multiple stacks. So that's badass.
Your team has destroyed.
I'll just forget about it. Just on my quest to get more tanky. That's really about it though. I mean, this game's pretty much over. We won this really hard. Partly due to the fact that I dominated my lane and bottom dominated their lane. I think Jace was doing good at the beginning too, but now he's dying a lot. Almost full build 31 minutes in. That's really good. I mean, as Renekton, you have no resources. You go around the map, you farm the jungle, you farm the lanes. You're really good at that. I have 221 CS. It's not that big of a deal, but it is more than anybody on my team or anybody on their team. But at this point, if you really wanted to go ham on farming, you could have like 300 easily. Last game I had like 200 at the 23-minute mark. 220 or so. Renekton is one of those champions that can just farm forever. You have sustain, you have no resources, and you have good base damage. You don't really need to go back to base other than to buy items. Is this inhibitor up? It's not. No, they don't have a single inhibitor up. Oh, I just want to mention, teleport can be really good on Renekton too.
Destruction approaches.
But it's more for competitive matches, you know, rather than solo queue. I wouldn't get teleport in solo queue because I say it's more important to dominate your lane as Renekton in solo queue than it is to be able to help your team and split push. Just let the super creep stack up. Oh, god damn, doing so much damage.
Nothing will stop me.
So yeah, that concludes my unscripted guide for Renekton. I might have, you know, been incoherent certain places, but it's because I'm just doing it as it goes. I don't have anything in front of me to go by, but you know, I think I went almost over everything. But if you guys have any question or anything, any questions or anything in chat, I'll be happy to answer them. Twitch actually beat me in gold. That son of a bitch. Damage dealt to champions, as you can see. Jay's dealing the most, me right after him. So even though I'm a tank, I actually do quite a bit of damage. But usually you won't be one of the highest unless you're completely dominating, which you know I was this game. So it wasn't surprising that I did so much damage. And Renekton versus Ryze, it's not really such a one-sided matchup. Like Ryze can do work on Renekton if Ryze knows how to play it properly. Then he can do work on Renekton, taking advantage of his range advantage, and that really messes up Renekton. He's really good versus melee bruisers, and some range heroes he can mess up because they're kind of squishy. People like Nidalee, but there's others that just completely like outclass him, like Kennen, because Kennen can just harass you and you will never get him. Like he will always be able to run away from you, and then he will just be patient and he'll just wait until you get low and then prep you for the kill, and that's really annoying. But yeah, Renekton is a great champion. You know, he's used a lot in the pro games. I use him a lot in competitive matches. I wish I could have whipped him out in my LCS matches, but you know, we went for Rumble and Malphite, which are also really good champions. So yeah, guys,